And our first proof is provided. They've given us the given and the proof as well as the picture right here. So your first step is you're going to look at what we're given. And we know that AB, segment AB is congruent to segment CD. Okay? And so since AB is congruent to CD, we're going to mark the picture. Our reason is because it is given. From here, since AB is congruent to CD, our goal is to get AB congruent, or AC congruent to BD. Okay? Well, there's nothing we can do right now. What we're going to do is go ahead and convert it and say the length of AB equals the length of CD by definition of congruent segments. So again, you always use definition of congruent segments when these are the exact same thing. You're just trying to change it from a congruence to an equals, or you can use it changing it from an equals to a congruence. From here, we also know that BC is congruent to itself, okay? Because our goal here is to add BC. If you know that AB and CD are congruent, BC is the same thing. If you're adding the same thing to both sides, then they're still going to be congruent. But first you have to state everything very clearly, that the length of BC equals the length of BC by your reflexive property of congruent, or property of equality, because it's an equal sign. So reflexive property of equality. Since BC is equal to itself and AB equals CD, then I could say AB plus BC equals CD plus BC by our addition property of equality. Okay, so since BC is the same here and here, I'm adding the same thing to both sides of this equality statement, which made it addition property of equality. Now, since we know that AB plus BC equals CD plus BC, then we also know that AC, our goal is to get AC congruent to BD. Well, we know that AC is the length of AB plus BC by our segment addition postulate. Okay. We also know that BD is the length of CD plus BC, because we see that right here as well, so I want to use that. So BD equals CD plus BC, again by segment addition postulate. Okay. Well, now I can use substitution to substitute either one of these into this equal statement right here. So we know that since AB equals CD, then and AC equals AB plus BC, and BD equals CD plus BC, well, I could also say BD equals CD and AB are the same, so I'm going to replace CD with AB and AB plus BC by our substitution property of equality. Again, that's since these two things were the same, I could replace this CD with AB because we already know that they equal each other. Okay, so now I can see that AB plus BC is the same as AB plus BC, right? So if AC equals AB plus BC, and that same thing equals BD, then we can state by transitive property if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. So AC, oops, let me get my eraser. The length of AC equals the length of BD by your transitive property of equality. Again, we're still in equals, and so the only way we can change from equals to congruence, because our proof statement is a congruent statement, is we can now say the length of AC is congruent to the length of BD by our definition of congruent segments.